Hi, my name is Angeli Sosa, and I will be your trainer today. If you have not already watched our intro video or taken the course quiz yourself, I highly suggest this step before you even begin the training modules. You will connect with others best if you fully understand your colleagues' perspectives and opinions. For this training session, since you are upper level management, you will have access to other employees' responses. This is only for the purpose of making information available with the end of achieving better and greater communication amongst your executive staff. I think we're ready to begin. The topic of this module is discussing political similarities and differences in the workplace, and particularly within your executive staff. Although this is not the major issue to contend with in the workplace, the topic of politics can be very contentious and must be dealt with certain diplomacy. Your employees count on you to be the leaders of your organization. And because of this, it is important to know how to discuss the topic and how to come to the table with tools of resolution if problems occur along the way. Senior leaders and supervisors can communicate a powerful message by modeling the behaviors and actions they're trying to promote in the organization. By demonstrating civility and respect, actively using available support resources, participating in organizational activities, and managing their own stress levels in healthy ways, business leaders can back their words with actions that show they are serious about creating a healthy work environment. Almost half of American workers surveyed have reported witnessing a political discussion at work that escalated into a full-blown argument. And unlike extended family annual dinners, our coworkers aren't able to walk away and wait for things to cool off until next year. I think we are all in agreement that coming to work should feel like choosing to be part of a team, not having to choose a side. With that said, our first point to focus on is using caution not to express specific political views that may be yours and framing them as the company's ethical stance. Even through social media platforms, your executive position in the company will be viewed as representative of the company's ethical, moral, and political views. Being in the position of executive influence not only shapes the external image of the company, but also offers an inside view to what happens within and throughout the organization, which makes a huge impact on popular opinion. To consciously maintain the positive image of the company, make sure you fully understand the stipulations that are outlined in the rules set forth by your CEO or your executive director. Now, while free speech is protected from state or government action, it's not protected under private employers. Employees have First Amendment rights, but at work, private employers have the first say. So for private businesses in at-will employment states, if an employee does wear something political, you have the right to ask them to remove it, and even terminate them if they refuse to. The same goes for political discussions that get in the way of actual work responsibilities. The next part of this training will propose some relevant questions to consider when moving forward with the subject of political talk in the workplace. Does your organization currently have a clearly delineated political conversation policy? If not, then this step is vital to creating a safe and open work environment. Has political controversy occurred in the past? If so, how was it remedied? Regardless of what the situation might have been to cause unrest within the organization, this circumstance can be used to train and to teach and to avoid future problems. Does your staff understand the legalities regarding this particular subject? If not, this should be presented either in memo format or as an amendment to the current employee handbook. How frequently are political conversations occurring in the workplace? If the answer to this question is quite often, then perhaps a company-wide conversation is in order to address the rules of engagement for this subject in the workplace. Some possible solutions to consider when dealing with political talk in the workplace are: some companies hold moderated forums on topics that create a safe space to discuss these issues that can be seen as politically charged. This is an option for your quarterly executive luncheon or team building activity, whether it is on-site or off-site, to openly discuss this sensitive but important topic. Encouraging voting and providing resources for getting involved is something every company can do without being biased toward one single agenda. This helps promote the expression of opinion and strengthens the company as a whole. Most companies don't have a silence policy on this subject matter, and through our training surveys, we have concluded that organizations find this to be a positive element of communication. Setting a specific meeting time or a consecutive set of meetings to put together a structured political policy for the organization is key. It is important to remember that your employees look to you for strength, structure, and leadership. And in this training, I hope that by proposing fundamental questions to consider and actionable steps to take, you feel more comfortable and confident to deal with political matters in your work environment. Thank you for the time you have dedicated to this training module. And I hope that you tune into other training sessions provided in this program. Until next time.